Hey, how's it going, everybody? This is Kenema, and we're back with some more vanilla, not vanilla, V4Variety. Where's hostile mob sounds? We're going to be working down next to our mob farm down here, and not going to do anything with that. So, as prepping for more power and everything, we have the water wheels, we have the windmills. It seems to be enough for now, but I want to kind of prep for the future a little bit. And I like doing a lot of squid, tedious stuff sometimes, but I want to also do some type of automation. So I want to set up some things that I haven't actually used in a really, really long time. And it's going to involve a lot of this stuff. So I like solar power. I know it's cheap. It's not creative. It's you know, I'm not going to say inexpensive because it's probably a waste of a lot of materials, but I want to kind of prep for a lot of stuff, and I want to make sure that we have as much power generation as possible. You know, the storage system I have is nice. Eventually we will need to migrate from it, and eventually it is going to cost a lot of power. Now, I think you can get into like nuclear reactors and stuff, but I don't know. I'm gonna do solar panels. So we have all the stuff to make this stuff, and a couple extra things in here. These auto crafting bench. Now these things are extremely. Oh, really? These things are actually extremely slow, but they are effective. They don't need power. And it's what I'm actually going to use. Now, what I want to try to do is actually set something up. And I don't know a good place to start it because I want to kind of do several things with it. And it's going to get a little confusing. But I want to have an input chest where everything is going to go into. And we do have to do a cut here with that server restarting. So basically, I want to be able to drop in just regular glass. I want to drop in regular iron, regular lead, and, you know, steel. And it actually changes all the stuff from that to nuggets. I can, you know, basically put all of it in there, and then it kind of goes through. So to get this stuff from this chest, we need to go ahead and set up a series of these auto crafting tables. So we can do a couple different things with them. We can kind of break everything down. Oh, that didn't like going up there. And I don't think we need to space them apart. We could probably put some, you know, together too. We could try it like that. I think the wiring would get a little difficult, but I think the way that it would work. Let's move that. We'll put that in front. I think the way that it will work is we should be able to come out of this chest and use these item ducts. Now the item ducts, and actually let me go ahead because server's going to right now. And we're logging back in. That didn't take too long. It actually restarts pretty quick on here. All right. So where we last left off for these things, you know, they don't need power, but they do need some type of an inventory. So we can wire all these things up and just take a servo. I'm using these hardened servos. They're really the big difference is like kind of the extraction rate and the speed and how many it does per stack and everything. And we want to go ahead and, sorry if you can hear the vacuum. We're going to go ahead and ignore that. And I'll just do ignore metadata. And yeah, blacklist nothing. Should be good. So now nothing is actually going to come in here. So if we put stuff in this, it's not going to extract it anywhere. So what we need to do is we need to take some iron, we take some lead, and can put this in there. So that makes iron nuggets. We're going to take this one, put that there so it makes lead nuggets. And I think we may have an issue coming out on this side, but we'll see. So that will make lead nuggets. We need one to make steel. Do we have steel? Let me get a crafting grid. Actually, can use these. That's gonna take forever. You know what? No. Oh, you know what? We can do this. Where are those going? You can hit C and actually make a crafting grid on the floor. It's not the most user-friendly one, but it works. So, and we have all of those steel nuggets. And I don't know if that would be the same type, but we can go ahead and put a steel bar in there. And it does the nuggets. So basically when we drop something in here, if we drop steel, lead, and iron, it's going to take it out, drop it into this inventory, and there it goes. And basically start making the nuggets that we need for the stuff. Now, we can also come in here, take regular glass, and make panes out of it. And what else do we need? So if we're doing the whole solar, start out with these. So to make these, we need to make lead ingots and iron. Now that is going to be tricky though, because of it turning the iron into nuggets. I'm hoping maybe I'll suck some of it out before we do that. These things, that's fine. Yep. So that should be good to make those. Now, so we have these making iron. I want to have everything kind of go into one box and then also pull from there again. So that it'll make all the different components. And we could bring, you know what, So since that's iron, we could kind of extract it around and just put it in a chest itself. Now, what else would we need here? So to make this, it's just a bunch of those. This we'd need Invar. So actually, let's get some Invar ingots. Got that, doing that, and this doing Invar. And then what else do we need for the next one? Electrum. And that would just be that. So we need to break down some Electrum. And I don't know if this is all going to work exactly as I would like. Got some nuggets there. Let's get some bars too. But what I'm hoping is that it will, of course. Everyone hopes that. Any type of automation thing, you kind of hope that it does what it should do. And so we can break these down into the nuggets. So now any inventory we put in these, it's all going to go in there, and that's going to go into another diamond chest. Now, to filter this out, and we'll do the diamond chest there too. To filter this out, unfortunately, you can't use these item pipes. It just doesn't seem to pull from it into the inventory, because when I tried, and let's see if it still doesn't work. What's this? Does this have anything? It doesn't. So if I ignored, blacklist nothing, and if we put some glass in here, it should suck it right out. This should craft. Let's give it a minute and see if this works. If it does not work, I have another way around that. By item transfer nodes. Now this is a whole lot of unnecessary crafting stuff. Oh, it did work. Why was that not working for me earlier? Is that all I'm going to need then? Well, that's okay. Well, I guess I could do that. I was trying it with regular servos. It shouldn't have mattered. Ignore redstone. Okay, so that did drop everything in the chest. So it will continue kind of to drop all the nuggets and everything in there. It'll break down the glass, so when we, you know, put all the stuff in there, and we don't need, I may have to do the iron separately, so we can throw like the steel with Invar, Electrum, iron. Let's not do all of the iron. Lead and glass. That's gonna craft everything up, and I don't know, maybe I'll have to throw some iron into here too, because this should be plenty for doing any type of, you know, auto crafting and else, and get the stuff here. This is in my chunk loaded areas, which are actually, yeah, they're actually right above this. So this will continuously run. So I can basically, before logging off, fill this chest with all the different ingots and everything else. Or I could throw nuggets directly into this chest and it would keep running. So now we need this to actually start making stuff. So now the first thing we want to make are these cells. So we want to make this export out again. So we'll take these pipes and let's export out up here. And this will be, what do we need? We need the glass. We need electrum, or this electrium, and we need iron. Can I have some? Iron nuggets. And I wish you could shift click. I noticed like you can't seem to why is this stuff not working for me before? Why is that doing that? I don't know. I was trying this. I was just online. I set up a mini one just to try to do a little bit. And so now we have that. So that should craft, be fine. That's going to drop in the same as that, a chest. We want to set up another one that will basically take, we're making these, we need to make these leadstone things. So this is what's going to need iron and lead. So we got iron. Did we have any lead down here? We do not that I see any. Okay. And I do apologize if you can hear the baby in the background. So we can, oh, not that. iron and lead. So this should start making up if we had any of the stuff for it. And we can also kind of come down here. Let's set up another one. And so now we got these things making. So now we want another one that will end up making this stuff. But we want to pull, want to do a couple of things here. So I want to dump all of this stuff actually in a chest. So, and how am I going to do that with this system? It's the question. Because we're going to need these in the same chest going back into this. So we could actually export this stuff out, I guess, and back into this chest. Of course, we could. Actually, that wouldn't be that difficult because I could just put the use the transfer pipes on there, and then but then how would I do it? Got to think about that. I could use the transfer pipes out for everything that it's actually making, and that wouldn't be that difficult. If it moved everything in there, if I put another one here. Hey, Digi. Another one here. So this is making those. That's making those. We want to make, we can set this to make the hardened ones. So we just need the NVAR and then that, which let's take those two. So that's good. The hardened things are just the leadstone and the NVAR. We had some NVAR in here, right? Yep. Okay, and so that will end up making this. So got that. That should be good. This was good. This one, what will we do? Making that. That's good. Breaking everything down. This we could actually, do I have anything for the bottom one too? No. So this we could actually go ahead and make these. So the hardened one and the leadstone. So do we have any of the hardened? Yeah, we do. I saw it. Like that. And got that. We'll make this. So, you know what? We actually did not craft. Kind of got ahead of ourselves. We didn't actually craft this, did we? No, we did not. So, we can use this. I'll use those. Was that the steel ingots? It was. So we have that. We have the steel ones. We have the leadstone, leadstone, and the redstone. Not the pickaxe. We have that. So this should make all of those. When we put everything together, it should kind of just slowly make everything. Now I got 47 of those. I could use the servos again, but I could use these transfer pipes that I had already made. Like here and things. And let's go back up and get some actual, because I don't remember, where were they here? They were over here, right? Yep. get a stack of those. Let's come out so it doesn't actually connect. So if we put everything in here, redstone, it should start pulling some of these different items out and going ahead and starting to craft some of this. So we got those redstone, steel ingots, got that, got those. Okay. So we should see some of this stuff actually working. This not yet. This not yet. Why is that not working? Where's it all going? Okay, so it's making those. Now, oh, that could be a problem. Making... Moving that there. Move the 6 of them there. Move that. This may not craft because the leadstone ones are going all up here first. What does this need? Steel nuggets. It's still processing things in the inventory. In the meantime, we could go ahead and throw the rest of this. The glass we'll throw in here. So it will process it and break it down. This was needing the steel. Let's put some steel in there. Oh, you know what? This... the wrong type of steel. You know, since I'm not making that steel anymore. Making this steel. What does this give me? Those. So is that give me the same thing over here? Whoa. Yeah. So that's pulling out. Let's get this steel out of here. That's making that. So I think the only issue right now that I see is going to be with these leadstone solar cores, seeing if they actually get split between the two inventories. Well, yeah, that could be a problem. But right now, everything is processing. Those are making, and it should all be going back in here. So you see we have one core so far. So we haven't used the electrum yet, right? No, we haven't. And we're going to have the same issue with the electrum, because the electrum's going to need the hardened one. And we could basically put this down here, put a pipe, and we'll do the one of the hardened ones there and the electrum. And I really don't need to put any more electrum down there. This is probably enough for a while. So this should fill up this inventory. Same with the NVAR. You'd think it'd be transporting more. But this is not one of the faster servos. So this is one of the slower ones. Or it's just not fully upgraded. So it's just taking its time moving the stuff out. Ooh. Yeah. So that will work once we, because these things are actually kind of slow with processing. So once it should be a good speed with everything. And let's hook up another one of those to kind of pull the electrum things out of here. So the next part is we're going to get all these hardened solar panels into this. Now we do need to make, I would have rather redone this different way. That's fine. I can probably export them out. So basically I want to export out of here the hardened solar panels and the redstone cores to make the other ones. I'm going to need another area to do that in. But for right now, I may just let it sit here and farm that. So what do we got? If we need more glass, so let's get some more glass down here. I'm going to get a stack of like leadstone and iron. So let's get the glass. We have this quite clear. We have a bunch of it. And iron. We got a bunch of it. What about lead? We also need to get more of the, and that's another thing that don't have a spot for. We got should have plenty of the NVAR and the steel. We don't have enough of, but let's go ahead and get some pulverized charcoal. There's a lot of things that I need to work on getting automated, like the steel. Let's go ahead and make some more steel. That'll be good. And we need to get some other iron too. Should be good. Should be good. So this quite clear glass, if you put it in your inventory, you can get the regular glass from it, since we're using that. And we'll put all of the glass in here. We'll put all those ingots, the steel, and then, yeah, because we're probably not making any more of these guys up here, because we don't have any of the really nuggets. So we should start getting some nuggets in here from the iron. And we can put that in here. So I didn't have to actually put that in there. I could just let this, process out. The one concern I have, though, and I'll have to check to see if these inventories actually kind of get filled up. Because once this gets in here, it may get to a point where okay, maybe it's smart enough to stop. Is it actually smart enough to... no, it's not. I was getting excited there for a minute. Oh, wait. That's a different iron. Aha. It wasn't actually taking that iron. So that's good to know. So that's, yeah, that's the only problem. Some of these, and there's so many different like mods and everything. Make sure that you're using what you do. But that's making, again, this, even though I only have one stack in here right now, This should be fine. We really need to have multiple stacks of this and only one stack of that. That way we have at least 2 stacks of everything. But it, like I said, the nice thing about this is it's, you know, the way it crafts, it is kind of slow. So it should have time for these inventories to kind of get filled back up. Yep, see already. Invar, so it's making those. Let's go ahead. I'm going to take some of those out and put in here, which we actually still had some. And I need more redstone actually. There's. I was gonna say, I thought I had a bunch of redstone somewhere. Yeah, see, that's that's a problem. That's probably why it yeah. We got, that's good in there. So yeah, so I may have to kind of monitor each of the inventories and stuff, but at least it's doing its own thing. Like right now, you know, I don't have to spend the time converting everything. It's not the fastest, definitely not the fastest, but we got to make sure everything is crafting, which it needs more of the hardened. Why is this not going into here? What I may actually need to do, what's the next one up? Let's 1 second, 64 stack. Let's see what upgrading that does. I'm gonna make 2 of them, which should work out considering we really are only using 2 main. Where is this? Looked like something else fell out of there. I guess maybe it was transporting glass at the time. Oh, I didn't mean to do that. $64, ignore. And this has a lot more stuff. Blacklist, okay. So the one concern, like always, is that's doing good. Okay, well, hopefully if this ever gets filled up, I can't always move the stuff from there to down here and let it craft these up. Like I said, I won't need that many of these. If I get to that point, that should be fine. I shouldn't need, well, I don't want to have that one-off servo. I thought I was going to need a lot more chests. I had intended on setting this up a little bit differently than I have it, but this seems to be working. And now I can use this to come out of this chest and kind of go into another, and that's where I could start some of the more of the other crafting. Let's where do I want to do it? I kind of want to move it over here, which I'd have to then loop around. Then we need a filter. Oh, no, yeah, see, that was pulling the panes out. We don't want it to do that. we need to put a filter there. We can just continue using the, and I don't need to use my diamond chest for that. The reason why I was iffy about that is you see how it kind of connects up. Should be able to disconnect them just like so. And you know what? I can just put the server in there. I don't necessarily need it. That's good. So this actually, we do want to whitelist. So we do want this to come out with these, those. So once we actually get this hooked up to an inventory, oh, nope, it's connecting. Let's move all this stuff. That steel does no good. What are those missing? Oh, there's no room for the cells. So yeah, this is not the best system. I'm probably going to have to baby it a little bit. But we'll see how it goes. I wish I could kind of limit this a little bit on how much will go in these spots. If that's outputting pretty quick, faster than these are actually making it, these having a couple of different spots here should actually be pretty good. But the fact is, this is actually making this making what it should. That's working. But yeah, so hopefully I'm on AFK, and hopefully we have quite a bit here. We don't have many the hard ones, but you think if that's 3 of those, looks like there's only 3 there. If that's 3 of those, that's actually 24 of the others. I probably could have crafted them faster, but basically I want to get to the point where all of this is, where is it? Get to the point where I'm auto crafting these all the way up to this one. And so there will be a series of things on each wall. That's why I need to kind of come up with the best method for coming out of here. I may dig out of the floor a little bit and drop down and then come up and then start another section. Because once we move, these over, we can start making this. And that's all that would be coming from that chest. And then from these, we need to then start another chest or something making these enduring plates. So we'd have to make some of these redstone ones, which is, again, so I may change this around a little bit because of the issue I'm having with splitting these cores between using them, where is it? Using some here and then also using some in here. So I'm hoping what will happen, which it probably won't, is some of these things will kind of get filled up. But I don't know. I may switch this where there's a, I'll think about it. So let me know if you have any other suggestions for this, if there's different methods you could use for auto crafting. I was going to do logistics pipes where I could just request something and it would go through and make all of them. But I read about having very, very large logistics pipe setups can also cause lag, and I really don't want that. This seems to be moving on its own. So anyway, I think that's going to do it for this episode. It is running quite long, and we really didn't get that much set up. But we are producing... You know what? No, that should be fine. We are producing our own solar panels. Got 10 there. Why is it not? If I put that there, will it take them? I don't think this thing's outputting. Blacklist nothing, ignore data. It's gotta be. Why is it not outputting that? Should I keep that on? I don't know. Or well, this would be affecting more than just this. Is it putting iron in there? That is not doing anything. Well, this one, oh, I am whitelisting stuff coming out of it. Yeah, anyway, I'll figure this out. There's got to be a reason why. The other servers were working. Oh, maybe, is that why? No. Okay, yeah, it's definitely working now. Okay, well, I don't know what was up with it. Apparently something was. I thought I was missing like quite a lot of these, which that should have sucked those into here. It did. Yeah, it seems to be going just fine now. So let me let it run. Anyway, thanks for watching, everybody. This has been Kinema, and if you have any other ideas on how I could do this, let me know. But this seems to be the cheapest and more inexpensive way because this is, you know, these auto workbenches are pretty easy to make. So anyway, I'll talk to you later.